Clarissa Ward, born in January 31st, 1980, is a British-American television journalist who is currently Chief International Correspondent for CNN. She was with CBS News based in London. Before her CBS News position, Ward was a Moscow-based news correspondent for ABC News programs. Ward began her early career as an overnight desk assistant at Fox News in New York City. She worked on the international desk, coordinating coverage for stories such as the capture of Saddam Hussein, the Indian Ocean tsunami in 2004, and the deaths of Yasser Arafat and Pope John Paul II in 2006. Ward worked as a field producer for Fox News. She produced coverage of the Israeli-Lebanese war, the kidnapping of Gilad Shalit, and subsequent Israeli military action in Gaza Strip, the trial of Saddam Hussein, and the 2005 Iraqi constitutional referendum. Prior to October 2007, Ward was based in Beirut and worked as a correspondent for Fox News. She covered the execution of Saddam Hussein, the Iraq War troop surge of 2007, the Beirut Arab University riot, and the 2007 Big Fire bombing. She conducted interviews with notable figures such as Colonel David Petraeus, Iraqi Deputy Prime Minister Barham Saleh, and Lebanese President Emil Lahoud. She also spent time embedded with US military in Iraq, most notably in Bakoba. From October 2007 to October 2010, Ward was on ABC News correspondent based in Moscow. She reported from Russia for all ABC News broadcasts and platforms including World News with Charles Gibson, Nightline, and Good Morning America, as well as ABC News Radio and ABC News Now. On the assignment in Russia, Ward covered the Russian presidential elections. She was in Georgia at the time of the Russian intervention into Georgian territory. Ward was transferred to beginning to serve as the ABC News Asian correspondent, where she covered the 2011 Tohoku earthquake and tsunami in Japan. She has also covered the war in Afghanistan. CBS News. Ward's CBS career started as the network's foreign news correspondent October 2011. She was a contributor of 60 Minutes and served as a fill-in anchor in CBS This Morning beginning in January 2014. On 21st September 2015, CNN announced that Ward was joining the networks and reporting for all of CNN platforms and would remain based in London. On August 8, 2016, she spoke a United Nations Security Council meeting on the situation in civil war-torn Aleppo based on her 10-plus years experience of being a war correspondent. In July 2018, CNN named Ward its chief international correspondent, succeeding Christine Amanpour in the role. In 2019, she became one of the first Western reporters to report on the life in the Taliban-controlled areas of Afghanistan. In August 2020, reports emerged that Ward and her team were under surveillance while in the Central African Republic in May 2019. December 2020, in a joint investigation by the Insider and Bellingcat in the cooperation with CNN and Der Spiegel, she reported how Russian Federal Security Service FSB member stalked Alexei Navalny for years, including just before his poisoning in August 2020. The investigation detailed a special unit of the FSB specializing in chemical substances, and investigators trapped members of the unit using telecom and travel data. In 2021, Ward's reporting in Myanmar was criticized by a local journalist for parachute journalism that serves no purpose other than chasing higher ratings and for endangering the lives and families of 11 of all interview subjects. Ward received a George Foster Peabody Award on May 21, 2012 in New York City for her journalistic courage inside Syria during the Syrian uprising. In October 2014, Washington State University announced that Ward would receive the 2015 Murrow Award for International Reporting in April 2015. She has also received 7 Emmy Awards on Alfred I, DuPont Columbia Silver Baton, and honors from the Radio and Television Correspondent Association.
Hi, I'm Clarissa Ward, and I'm a senior international correspondent with CNN. I speak French and Italian fluently, Russian and Arabic conversationally. I can read and understand Spanish, and I can speak basic Mandarin. Languages are so valuable for my work because they enable me to make connections across wide cultural divides. When you make the effort to learn someone else's language, it's a real gesture of respect, and it can open doors.